for some, I don't know, fish tacos someday.
We can officially start the day. This book is dangerous. Let's go to the grocery store. Ooh. You are going to be enjoying cooking even more. I make mistakes so you don't have to. So I layered a tray with a parchment paper. Welcome to the vlog. Welcome to my Friday. Just came back from the gym, took my shower, preparing to start the day. It's gonna be a fun day. Oh, every day is a fun day here, right? My plans for today is first work as usual. We have to work. I want to go to the grocery store to buy, I wouldn't even say a few things. In my mind, I have only one thing to buy. Actually, let's check. So like 2 weeks ago, you saw here on the vlog, we went to this bookstore, like a discount bookstore. I found this book. It's a cookbook with a lot of Brazilian recipes. And if you don't know me, actually, if you don't know me, nice to meet you. I'm Luciana Couto. I don't like to tell you what to do or what to eat. I share my life with you so you can be inspired to live a healthy lifestyle. If you know me already, you know that I'm a Brazilian Canadian. And when I found this book, I thought that would be a great idea to have it and try a few recipes from my home country. I have to admit, I don't have much experience cooking Brazilian food. I have to tackle that, right? Usually on Fridays, I don't cook dinner, quote unquote dinner. I usually make appetizers so we can eat watching TV or watching a movie, you know, rewinding from the week. Then I decided to make an appetizer. It's a very popular appetizer in Brazil. The name in Portuguese is bolinho de bacalhau. The translation would be little fish cakes. Yeah, in Brazil, we put little on everything. It's kind of our way to make things lighter. I would say, like, you know, I don't know how to explain. It's like a cutie way to say things. So we put this inho or inha on the end, which means little. So the small fish cakes that we make with cod. And yes, I have the cod, I have everything. I only need the potatoes because we need mashed potatoes for this recipe. But probably, you know, when we go to the grocery store, we always find more things that we need. Actually, let me start by defrosting the cod. How much of cod do I need? Let's see. 1 pound. 1 pound of cod. Actually, fun fact, in Brazil, we eat cod a lot because of our Portuguese roots, but it's not a common thing to have fresh cod. When we buy cod in the supermarket, usually we buy salted cod. They are preserved in salt. It's interesting that the recipe calls for salted cod, but I'm gonna use regular cod because it's simpler that way. And actually, it takes a lot of work to take off the salt from the cod when you buy that way. But it's just like a fun fact that I wanted to share with you because I believe here was the first time when I saw fresh cod. So yeah, I need a little more, maybe one more fillet. Let's see if I have it. Oh, how are you? How was your run?
Oh, I have to run only 40 minutes.
Why?
My food.
Oh, are you in pain?
Yeah, this in here. I
From
decided to run less because I didn't want to get it worse. Because I was running, I was feeling pain, so it's better go back, come back.
yeah, you probably should see someone.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it is the shoes, the running shoes.
Could be. Look at the size of this fillet. This is not a fillet. This is a fillet.
Take a picture, let's send them.
Because this one is 157 grams, this fillet, and this one 153. I was complaining about the fillets. We get them from the butcher box and we buy by fillets, not by weight. And I was complaining that most of the fillets, they are this size. And then there's this one. And I was complaining, but it weighs almost the same. So yeah, I don't know what to do because the recipe calls for 1 pound and I have 4 fillets. So I would have to use 3 of them, but we would have 1 left that we cannot make only 1 fillet on a daily basis.
What happens?
No, it would be too much.
Yeah, save the other one for some, I don't know, fish tacos or something.
But even if we make fish tacos, it's only 1 portion, 1 person. It's hard to cook like this.
Yeah, I know, but you can, I don't know, half and do like a surf and turf.
Yeah, it could be. I'm gonna use 3 fillets because I need 1 pound. With these ones, I have 491, a little more than 1 pound, but it's okay. Now I'll have some work done. I have to work on my writing and on my editing. And then after that, we can officially start the day. I told you I only needed the potatoes, but we always need more, right? I was thinking that it would be a good idea to already buy what I need for tomorrow, Saturday night. If you already watched the vlogs, if you know me, you know that usually on Saturdays we have our dates and either we go for lunch or brunch or we go out at night. If we don't go out at night, I cook home, and that's what is gonna happen tomorrow. And I was thinking about choosing a recipe from this book. I can't talk about this book enough. I got it a few weeks ago. I showed it here on the vlogs, and it's a Jamie Oliver's book. Actually, I made a short about it. All the recipes here, they only need 5 ingredients, so it's easy. If you wanna cook more, because I always say that cooking at home is the best step that you can take toward a healthy lifestyle. But if you feel overwhelmed by it, this book, I highly recommend it because everything is so easy, so simple and delicious. And for tomorrow, I'm gonna prepare a tuna recipe. Where is the recipe? Every time I go through the page, I see new things that I want to try. It's dangerous. This book is dangerous. I'm kidding. This was one of the best buys we had in a long time. Here, tomorrow I'm gonna make seared tuna. So I need to buy scallions. I have tuna, I have the sesame seeds, I need scallions, snap peas, and miso paste. So let's go to the grocery store. Ooh. Oh God. I hate this working. Let's see what happened with the wheel. Let's see. Oh yeah. See. Oh God. It's not that bad, right? If I don't tell my husband, we'll never know. Of course I'm gonna tell him. Yeah, not that bad. parking ticket? It was in my hand. There. Thank you. Yes. I couldn't find neither the miso paste. What is the name? Sugar snappies. So I'm heading to another grocery store to see if I can find them. Let's be careful now, right? I hate this parking lot because of this. See? I bump into something. Oh God. Oh, I hate it so much. And you can see by the marks on the walls that it happens all the time. Let's see, where should I go? I think it would be easier. North. I don't know if it was a good idea. I have to show you something.
Oh, what? Where's that?
Oh God.
What happened? What happened?
It's not that bad.
Is it tired? No, it's not bad. It's fine.
It was scary, right? I was scared.
Yeah.
When I heard the noise,
Yeah,
it was a scary noise.
I don't think that's kind of bended somehow.
No, it didn't. It didn't. I don't know if you can see it.
Just a scratch there.
Yeah, it's just a scratch.
Okay. You're forgiven. You're forgiven.
So just got back from the grocery store. Actually, I had to go to 2 of them and I couldn't find everything I needed. First, I got the wine for tomorrow. I was looking for a light red wine. Tomorrow we are going to have tuna, which is a fish, but I feel like with tuna can be very forgiven. Actually, it's a dark fish, it's a fatty fish, because I like red wines more than white wines, so I usually buy them. Even when we cook seafood, I try to buy a light one, a light bodied one, but they didn't have, they had these medium bodied, but I don't know, it's caught my eyes. This channel is not about wine pairing, as you can see. I am not an expert, I just like wine, just a disclaimer. And then I got sugar snap peas. Actually, I got from the second grocery store. I couldn't find in the first one. I got the scallions I need and potatoes for tonight. The potatoes are for tonight, for today's vlog. And then I got the ginger because I'm planning to make the, what is the name? Oh my God, I forgot the name. What is the name when you preserve something? I forgot, even in Portuguese. When you ferment, not that you ferment, when you put in vinegar. Pickles. I'm gonna make ginger pickles. Then I saw this kimchi, this organic kimchi at the second grocery store, and I decided to buy it because I want to incorporate more kimchi to our diet. It's a fermented food. It helps with probiotics. My idea, of course, it's in the future to make my own kimchi. I know it's a process that it takes some time. I don't know if it's hard. I wouldn't say it's hard. Yeah, I think it's not that hard, but anyways, it will be my first time, so I have to experiment until I find my way. So I got this so we can eat and see if we like. And yeah, but in the future, I think I'm gonna try to make some kimchi at home. If you have any tips for me, if you make your own kimchi, or if you know brands, if you love kimchi, let me know because I am new to this world. And I forgot to mention, I couldn't find the miso paste that I need for my recipe tomorrow, so oops, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And now let's have lunch. If you are not new here, you know that I cook double for dinner, so I don't have to worry about lunch. And if you watched the latest vlog, you know that last night we watched a game on TV and I made it's not wings, it's drumsticks. I made breaded drumsticks, the healthy way, of course. If you are interested to know how to make them and how to make mayo, I did mayo as well. Oh, it was so good. The mayonnaise yesterday was, the chili mayonnaise that I made last night was amazing. If you are interested, go to the latest vlog, the vlog from yesterday, and you are going to know everything. So to pair with the wings, I have some quinoa leftovers, so I'm gonna pair with that, and that's it. And we have our lunch done. I'm gonna start the process for our appetizer, our tonight's appetizer. I was reading the recipe. Actually, I didn't read everything. I'm gonna be surprised. One of the ingredients on the list was mashed potatoes, which means I have to make mashed potatoes, and of course I have to let them cool, because like the name says, it's a cake. It's a small cake basically made of cotton potato. So to work with the dough, to make the balls or the small cakes, I need to have cold smashed potatoes. So I'm gonna just peel, cut, cook the potatoes, and while I'm still working on other things. And that's another thing that another tip I would say. That's why I make these vlogs, because while I'm living my life, I realize a few tips here and there that you can use for yourself, adapting to your own reality, of course. But here's a small tip. Every time I have something that I want to cook, that I want to prepare, and there is this preparation that is not, I wouldn't say easy, but sometimes it takes some time, I think about how can I fit this in my routine or in my schedule? Because sometimes it's just a matter of solving the problem. It's just a matter of identifying what is preventing us to do that thing and try to come up with ideas. And that's what I do. I know if I had this idea of making fish cakes tonight, I would think, oh my God, but I have to make the mashed potatoes and then the cake, yada, yada, yada. So it's better thinking ahead. Another tip, have a routine of thinking ahead about your dinner. Let's say every Sunday or every Friday, because it's a good day to go to the grocery store to buy what you need on a Friday or during the weekend. Think about what you want to eat next week, what you want to cook, and prepare ahead. Sometimes, let's say you are craving for that lasagna that your grandma used to make, but I know it's a lot of work. Maybe you can think about a day of the week that you are not going to be so busy, and you can start preparing, I don't know, during lunchtime and then finish by night. I don't know. Think about how can you incorporate these things in your routine. In no time, you are going to be cooking more, not more than that. You are going to be enjoying cooking even more. It's time to make the fish cakes, and it's time to actually read the recipe, because I didn't read the recipe. I hope it's easy. I'm very adventurous today. Here, let's see how it works. Actually, I need some light. It was too dark there. Let's see what the book says. The first instruction is for taking the salt out of the cod, because traditionally it's made with salted cod. So no, we don't have to worry about it. And drain the cod, yada yada. Bring to boil. Okay, I have to cook the cod first. I was not sure if I would have to make it raw or if I would have to cook first. Yes, for 15 minutes, drain, yada yada. When the fish is cold, discard. Oh, when the fish is cold. Maybe it would be a good idea to cook the cod while I was cooking the potatoes. As I always say, I make mistakes so you don't have to. Then I'm gonna shred the fish, season, a separate bowl. It's pretty straightforward. Well, I'm pretty confident. Let's do it. I'm gonna steam the salmon, not the salmon, the cod, because it's a delicate fish and I think it would be better this way. Another thing that the recipe asks for is breadcrumbs, and I'm gonna make my own breadcrumbs with my leftover sourdough. This is a whole wheat sourdough, which means it was made with whole wheat flour, actually half and half. For the sourdough, it's kind of hard to make it completely whole wheat, but if you know me, I always say this here: whole wheat flour is way better than white flour. It has more fibers, more vitamins, it satiates you more. So every time I make bread or I make pasta, I try to use whole wheat flour. I started by shredding by hand, but I think I'm gonna use the food processor because it's just easier. Was even simpler than I thought. Let me just taste to see if the salt is good. Yeah, I'm gonna add a pinch of salt and I'm gonna grind some pepper as well. It's good. Let's try it again. Perfect. My first plan didn't work, which was to make in the air fryer. The cake is not, how can I say, firm enough to hold the shape when I try to place it in the air fryer. So I layered a tray with a parchment paper and I'm gonna place the cakes here and I'm gonna bake in the oven. I'm preheating the oven to 500°F, pretty hot, so you can get that crispy coat. And here's another tip. It's easy to handle the dough if you have wet hands. So I have this bowl here full of water besides me, so I dip my hands in it, I wet my hands, and then I shape the first bowl with the batter and pass by the other bowls first to coat with the egg and then with the breadcrumbs. But I think it's gonna work. The taste is amazing. I already tasted. I have high expectations. Maybe it's not gonna be the traditional one. Actually, it wouldn't be the traditional one anyway, because the traditional one is deep fried. And of course, I don't like to deep fry things. It's a rule that I have for home. I don't deep fry things at home, but I eat deep fried things if I go to a restaurant or something or a bar. It's a rule that I have that helps me have a balanced diet, because if I go to a pub, for example, I can order the fries because I know I don't eat a lot of deep fried fries on a daily basis. So that's another tip for you. Try to come up with simple rules that you can follow when you are on a normal day at home, and that's gonna make you feel less guilty when you go out and you wanna eat all of those good things, all those deep fried or very sweet treats. I'm gonna leave in the oven for 10 minutes and I'm gonna see what happens, maybe a little more. The thing is, the potatoes and the cod, they are already cooked, so we don't need to cook them. We just need like to toast, I would say, the exterior, the coated. So that's why I chose a high temperature, and I think 10 minutes is gonna be enough for that. Thank you for spending the day with me. If you enjoyed it, consider subscribing. I post vlogs like this 3 times a week. Want early ad-free access to my vlogs, plus educational videos on health and wellness, recipes, yoga classes, and more? Subscribe to my newsletter at lucianacouto.com.